So, according to me, there are three main things that you need to keep in mind when you are taking US trials to improve the conversion. Point number one, you need to have a very good connect with the kid. So the kids in US have a lot of freedom. That is, they not only do curriculum related studies, but they are interested in a whole lot more things. So you should show some genuine interest in other things rather than their curriculum interests. Now, most of the kids say they love math and science, and you should be questioning them why they like math and science. Some kids say they love to play football. So, in those cases, I ask them, do you play cricket as well? Because, those who play cricket do not play football. So, just say, some silly talk that, keeps the kid occupied. At the same time, you're able to actually connect with the kid. So I genuinely talk to them about their interest. And if they say something that is very new to me, I accept it. I say, oh, I don't know about it. Please, can you teach me about it? So they talk to us for 2-3 minutes. So that brings out that comfortability between myself and the kid. They are not shy anymore to talk to me because they are talking about something they're very confident about. So that is a first point. And then the second point is that you have to, let's say, analyze the kid and identify they fall in which category. Because I basically categorize the kids into three ways. The first, the ones that are very, very childish. So in those cases, you can connect through them with, cartoon characters, or whether they like DC or Marvel, or whether you can talk about their friends, what is their favorite color, and if they like cooking or something related to that, like something that's very childish. All right. So you need to keep going on and off the topic of coding in between. So, you just keep them in the class. Their consciousness or their focus might divert a little. So to check whether they're continuously, in the class, you can just crack some jokes, some small jokes, or talk them about cartoons or something like that in between the classes somewhere. All right. That is the first category. And the second category is the one that is always on track. You don't have to put a lot of effort into it. So they do understand your jokes and laugh at your jokes. They do accept, complex concepts when you're teaching something out of the box to them. So they accept both. So that's the second category. And you see, the third category is a very, very harder piece to crack because they're the studious ones who already has some background in coding, and they always kind of had the attitude of like, I know this, why am I doing this kind of concept going around in their mind. So the third part, as I said, the third part is always the toughest. The third category is the toughest. So you should be ready with some additional content which will actually impress the kid and sweep them off the floor. They should think that, actually we know some content more than that kid. So we should actually take them by surprise. So that will increase our conversion rate for the third type. So making the connect with the kid is very important because unlike India, in US, the kids are the decision taking, authority. Like when they are going to take a new class, always I have seen in my trial classes, the parents turn around to the kid and they ask, "Are you interested? Whether you want to do it or not?" So the kid nods a yes, and that means that is a conversion. So your main target would be impressing the kid. Then it goes to the parent. So my second point was analyzing what category the kid falls in and then take the class accordingly. And then finally, the third point, that is obviously the sales pitch with the parent. So I just keep a couple of points in my mind always, which I when I deliver it to the parents, when the sales pitch when I deliver it to the parents. So first, always give a genuine feedback. If the kid got stuck and was finding it difficult in the early situation, I tell it out. I say, yes, the kid did find it difficult when we started, but once they understood the concept, they did really well. That is point one. And if the kid did really good and they were really fast, you should say the kid was so good. In fact, I had to give them some additional activities to keep them occupied. And when you deliver that exact sentence with a smile, the parent feels so happy that their kid is smart, and the teacher had to put some extra effort to keep the kid occupied. So they get really excited. And at the same time, you can see the kid standing behind and smiling with a broad smile because, the teacher told mark them as smart in front of their parents. So yes, I think this is a part where you actually deliver yourself or put your 100% to the parent and also the kid at the same time with a single sentence. So I guess that's it. This has been all my bonus points for a good conversion till date. Thank you.